You're listening to School Counseling Simplified, a podcast with easy-to-implement strategies for busy school counselors. Here's your host, Rachel Davis from Bright Futures Counseling.
Want to know something that's scary? Not having a plan when it comes to teaching social skills. This is the hot topic that I'm sure you're seeing tons of referrals for, especially at this point in the school year. I love to teach social skills preventatively in a class lesson and as needed in small groups and individual sessions. But you may be tired of your same old boring social skills activities and games. That's why I've got you covered with my brand new training, Not So Scary Social Skills. I'll be sharing ideas and easy to implement strategies for you to use right away in class lessons, small groups, and individual settings. The best part is this 4-part video series is absolutely free. Go to stressfreeschoolcounseling.com/scary to sign up today. Everyone who watches the 4-part video series will receive a free social skills activity as well as a PD certificate. Take the fear out of teaching social skills this spooky season. Go to stressfreeschoolcounseling.com/scary to get started today. Thanks for listening to another episode of School Counseling Simplified. So in last week's episode, I hope you got to listen. I was sharing a training I did last year all about small groups, not so scary small groups. And this year, the current training I'm offering is a free 4-part video series called Not So Scary Social Skills. I totally hope you sign up. Go to stressfreeschoolcounseling.com/scary to sign up. It's self-guided. It's just 4 videos you watch. Each one covers a different topic regarding social skills, class lessons, small groups, individual counseling, and data tracking, all under the umbrella of social skills. So I really enjoyed making these videos. I hope you find them super helpful. They're designed to be like super actionable. So inside the videos, I'm saying, hey, here's a cool idea you can try with your kids. And then you can go try it with your kids right away. So if that sounds like something you would like I said, it's free. You get a freebie for doing it too. So stressfreeschoolcounseling.com/scary. That's only available during the month of October that you can join that. And I wanted to give you guys a little sneak peek of what one of the videos is like. So I'm not going to play an entire video because it is kind of exclusive for those who sign up, even though it's free. But I thought I would just give a little sneak peek taster and you can see if you like it. And then if you like it, you can sign up and join us. Okay, so I will be playing that here. This is Not So Scary Social Skills. Let's check it out. Welcome back. We are now in video 3 of the Not So Scary Social Skills series. I hope you found video 1 and 2 super helpful and that you're already getting so many ideas that you can use with your kiddos right away. So remember, in this video series, I'm going to share with you how you can spice up your social skills lessons. This way you can engage your students and measure your program's progress. And today, it's all about individual counseling. Okay, so like I said, today I'm going to give you fun ideas that you can try in your individual counseling sessions. Now, when it comes to individual counseling social skills, I have 4 different types of activities I want to share with you. I want to talk to you about board games, sorting games, matching activities, and what I like to call sharing preferences. So you know I love board games. We talked about board games in the context of group counseling, but this is also something like I like to do one-on-one as well. So I have a few different examples for you here. One is I call Practice the Cactus board game, and it's all about personal space. So this is pretty niche, but this is for those kiddos, especially the younger ones who really struggle with like physical boundaries and personal space. So I like to tell them to practice the cactus and put their arms up like a cactus, and that's the distance they should be. Because arm's length is kind of far, but closer than, a half arm is a little too close. So it's just a fun way, a fun analogy. The kids can practice the cactus, and then they land on a cactus card. They have to answer the card. And then, of course, it's a board game. So, they answer, and then it may say move back 3 spaces. Like, for example, you picked up your neighbor's cat without asking and it scratched you. That's like a personal space thing. And then it scratched you, so it's kind of a bummer. You have to move back 3 spaces. But then sometimes it might say, you kept your hands to yourself even when you wanted to push someone when they cut you in line. Move forward 1 space. So it's that analogy of like moving forward when you're making good choices and moving backward when you're making poor choices. Same thing with just social skills in general. You can do this with anything, and yours can be super simple. Like this does not have to be super beautiful. It can be very simple, but they just roll, they land on a certain image, and then they have a corresponding card. For example, this one says you interrupt someone when they're telling a story, name a better choice, and then move back 4 spaces. So you're really having them think. And again, within the context of the game, it's so much fun. Now, because this isn't a one-on-one session, you will be playing the game with them. And here's another one. This one is for the little guys. This one's all about manners and saying how manners matter. And this one is for like primary students practicing, if your teacher's calling kids to line up for lunch and she doesn't call your name first and then you get upset, or you tell a friend thank you for doing something, or you offer to help clean up something, just practicing different manners. Now, a sorting game is the second kind of game I like. So in addition to board games, I love to do sorting games. Now, sorting games, you can sort anything, right? Like sort between a poor choice and a better choice. Sort between something that's expected versus unexpected behaviors. But one I love to do is a social filter. Now, this is back, Instagram still has them, but I don't know if it's as cool as it used to be. But I designed this when like the filters were a thing. So it's saying, use a filter. You can use a social filter between think it, don't say it, right? So you give them different cards and they're supposed to sort, is this okay to say or should I use a social filter? It's a beautiful day, okay to say. This smells nasty. Think it, don't say it, right? So they're, going through these together with you. And some kids are going to struggle with this. You'd be surprised. You can also have some similar, discussion cards like when is it hard to use a social filter? Why is it important to use a social filter? How does it make people feel when you don't use a filter? If you don't want to use the Instagram theme, you could do like a net. Bring in an actual net and show, how things go through the net or go through a filter. Bring in a coffee filter. Just that visual of filtering out, and leaving some thoughts in our head instead of speaking them always because it can be rude is a really cool analogy.
Thanks for listening to School Counseling Simplified. You can find the links from today's episode in the show notes. If you'd like to connect with Rachel, she's on Instagram and Teachers Pay Teachers at Bright Futures Counseling. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss any episodes of School Counseling Simplified. Talk to you next week.